Cool, cool, cool.
All right.
I'm ready whenever you are, sir.
Right. All right. What's up, guys? This is Jaboosle back here with another episode of the Beyond Mobile podcast, joined by, of course, as always, our host, ABXY, or co host, whatever. And yeah, we're here with another
Hello.
podcast episode. Yeah. And we got a bunch of interesting topics for you guys, like always. So yeah, you want to kick it off, AB? What's up, guys? Jaboozle here. I totally forgot about the soundboard.
uh, I need to add more effects to it, make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's up, everybody? It's your boy AB. Thank you to Boozle. Thank you for that awesome intro, and welcome to another Beyond Mobile podcast episode. Jab, what is this, like episode 9 now? 8, 9?
If I'm being honest, I have not been keeping count. I usually have to look at what I labeled the previous one, and I'm like, oh, okay, that was episode 6. Now this one's episode 7 or whatever.
Dude, these podcast episodes have been doing very, very well, especially on your channel, bro. What has been like the people's like opinions on it or in the comments? What are they like?
Yes. Well, I get my usual commenters, just like focusing on one particular thing that we talked about or whatever, and then I've been getting more comments from people that I haven't seen comment before or it's been a while, and they'll just be like, this was awesome, keep doing it or whatever, or like they'll reference something we talked about like 50 minutes in, so they actually listen to like the whole thing. And yeah, and like you said, like the views are actually, I was honestly thinking these were gonna get like 100 to 200 views each, but I think like even the worst one got like 500 views, and then the best ones got like over 1,000. So it's pretty crazy that that amount of people are interested in us just talking for like an hour.
Hell yeah, bro. That's super dope. I'm glad everybody's enjoying these episodes.
Yeah. But yeah, you had a super interesting topic to kick us off with, right?
Yeah, so we have like, as always, a bunch of topics to talk about. I'm gonna present some today. Jab is gonna present his topics today. And I'm gonna start off with this one that I've come across on Twitter. This is about the War in Arms Prime Forces CQB game being co-developed by IMO, a very popular and big mobile content creator. This game has been in development, what seems like for like the past 3 or 4 years almost now, basically around the Area F2 days.
Mhm.
IMO got tired of waiting for an Area F2 style CQB game, and so he took it upon himself, reached out to some development company, and in partnership, they have been working on this game called War in Arms. It's basically like Rainbow Six Siege inspired gameplay where you have your operators and your abilities. And today, well, sorry, on November 30th, which would be yesterday,
Yeah.
it looks like IMO made an announcement regarding War in Arms saying we are so close with our game, new UI, brand new map, bundles, and much more. What a journey this has been so far for us. So many setbacks, but the team are always pushing hard to build the best mobile experience for you. And he added a couple screenshots here, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
I've seen some small gameplay clips of this. They've got like some very like small clips, and I mean the graphics and stuff were supposedly inspired by like Valorant, but I mean they look fairly clean. The map design looks fairly clean in my opinion. There's, interesting like I don't know what you like some kind of like desert canyon theme here. It looks like I guess
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna be breaking walls in Tatooine.
Yeah, it does kind of give me like
Yeah.
a Valorant-y type of vibe. Like
Y- Yeah, I remember when they made their announcement that their graphics weren't going to be super realistic. They were going to go for something more Valorant inspired. And these textures and, the overall color palette and all that actually really does look like Valorant. And I think it looks fairly good, especially for mobile games. Optimization and all that is always something to keep in mind. And I think this art style will probably work really good on mobile, except for whatever the hell this trailer thing is supposed to be. It looks like it's made out of copper.
yeah, I agree with you. I think that these type of art styles are always good because they're not going for the photorealism obviously, but it still gives it kind of its own unique flair, and it's probably really, it's probably much more simple to handle a game like this versus handling something like Rainbow Six, which kind of goes for a more like photorealistic sort of thing. And for a game like this, like a multiplayer shooter, it's probably best to, focus on that like optimization and getting it to run on pretty much any device possible. That way you can have the most amount of people playing and stuff. And so I kind of dig the art style. It gives me type of like a kind of like a Valorant or like Team Fortress 2 ish vibes.
Oh yeah, even like Team Fortress, you're right. Yeah, I mean, graphics and stuff look pretty good. I know in a previous episode we showed some of the gameplay clips, and it looked very similar to like Rainbow Six Mobile. It does look like a mobile game. Um,
Mhm.
and then I guess what I found kind of interesting in his comment was that I guess they're starting to add like bundles and stuff. So they're already thinking of implementing monetization. So they must be very far along in their overall, I guess business plan and their,
Yeah.
you know, development. Like I said, it's been in development for
Yeah.
like 3 4 years now, and this should be getting close to the end. I think that's pretty average for most mobile games now. Like Rainbow Six Mobile supposedly had like a 3 year development. Now they're going into like four
Mhm.
years, and War and Arms seems to be kind of in the same state. And but yeah, these are some cosmetics here. It looks like an FR 556 kind of gun here, some kind of like MCW, and then like a P90, and they
Yeah,
look okay.
I like that P90. It kind of gives me like something from CS:GO. The like with the skin
Yeah.
on. But yeah, this it seems like honestly this whole thing, like if they are going to be doing bundles, that kind of excites me because I hate lucky draws, like they're not really lucky, so you end up spending a bunch of money to get the skins that you actually want. But if they did bundles like this where they just kind of like these are the skins that you get, and it costs, let's say, $20 or $10 or whatever it is, that would be a huge dub in my opinion, because a lot of these games nowadays, man, are doing the lucky draw thing. And I like the the end product, like the cool skins and all that, but I don't like the $100 price tags.
Um, yeah, no, for real. And speaking of the Lucky Draw system, Bloodstrike just launched their PC version of the game, and that game also just like introduced like their first ever like Lucky Draw, and um, I spent $10 on gold, and that bought me about like 4.5 pulls basically,
Mhm.
and I did not get the gun. I got
Damn.
nothing but I got nothing but like cheap cosmetics, and I guess they also have like timed cosmetics. So like I unlocked
Oh.
like a skin that is only available for like 3 days, and then I lose it, which was kind of dumb. Super lame.
Uh,
Bloodstrike, you suck for that. Bloodstrike sucks for that. 100%.
yeah, man. The whole lucky draw thing is, I feel like it kind of is just getting like worse and worse. Like, I made that one video a while back about New State Mobile's lucky draw thing. Like, you could literally spend like over $1,000 and still not get the skin that you want, like the gun skin or the full outfit or whatever. Because it's not like COD Mobile where you get the operator skin and you get the whole thing. They split it up into like different parts. So you have to get the pants, you have to get the chest part, you have to get the headpiece and all that stuff. And so you can spend so much money. And now apparently there are lucky draws with timed skins and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of gotten crazy.
Yeah,
I
super lame.
honestly, yeah, I miss when you could just spend like $20 and then you got the bundle, and that was that. I actually wanted to ask you because I know you play a lot of COD Mobile. Did they get rid of the bundles in COD Mobile? Because I checked like the other day and I couldn't find any.
Um, like straight up bundles that you can buy with like multiple items, they haven't had any in a while. They keep doing like what they call like the crates or like the lucky draws. Everything is pretty much luck based. Every now and then they'll come out with like an actual bundle, and those bundles are always typically like $25 and up. I believe the only bundle that is available right now is their the CDL, the COD Call of Duty League
Oh,
bundle. So you
yeah,
get
yeah.
like this operator skin that has a CDL skin and like a weapon, and it's pretty basic, but it's like their CDL skin. It is also like in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. So if you're a fan of that and you want it in mobile, you can get it, but it's $25, which is
Damn.
pretty pricey in my opinion for what you're getting. But I know people that will like easily buy that. They love the CDL stuff. But yeah, everything in COD Mobile right now is like all luck based. which I don't know. I don't like it. I've been trying to make it fun for my streams and act like I'm quote unquote gambling. But I'm like playing for like I'm like spending like $5 per draw. I'm not going broke doing those things.
Yeah, like it's crazy how expensive they've gotten. But yeah, hopefully Warren Arms does not do that, and hopefully they are just gonna do straight up bundles or even split up the bundles and be like, oh, you want only the P90 skin, pay 299 or whatever it is and stuff. If they did that, I honestly could probably see myself like spending a lot of money on the game because I like those type of monetization systems. I as soon as I see Lucky Draw, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you $100 just to get this skin because we all know that's how the luck is gonna end up going.
For sure. Oh, before we move on to another topic, quick question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your hype level for Warren Arms?
Uh, I mean, like any other, mobile upcoming mobile shooter, I have a certain degree of hype for it. I'm always looking to try out the new ones and stuff. Um, I think I would want to see more gameplay or potentially even play it myself in like the early stages to kind of see, I guess, just how does it match up to Rainbow Six Mobile, which is it's going to be its biggest competitor and stuff. And yeah, but I do think that this game could probably still be like really successful as long as they have a pretty decent monetization model. If they have that low end optimization and if the game is fun, like that's going to be the most important thing is like, is it going to give us that Area F2 vibe? Because I like Rainbow Six Mobile a lot, but I think I've seen a lot of people say that it's like it's not the same as like Area F2. Like it doesn't give them the same type of vibe. And honestly, I'm not seeing the same type of hype with Rainbow Six Mobile that I saw people have, with Area F2. So maybe this game could kind of be a substitute for that. I don't know, but
TKB or ranked. Now, free.
Yeah, I agree with you, broski. So do you want to move on to one of your topics, bro? Now that
y-
we're done with Warren Arms.
yeah, for sure. So I have one that I actually had posted on my community page. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you actually.
Sure.
Share your screen. Okay. Should be live for you. But yeah, I have one that I
Um,
shared. Is it working or?
yep.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
working.
cool. So I have one here that I posted on my community tab. Farlight 84 is Google Play's multiplayer game of the year. So I actually saw this when I had opened up Google Play, and it was like, like the game of the year awards on Google Play is here, and I started looking through it to see what won. And they gave multiplayer game a game of the year to Farlight 84, which I thought was super interesting. And I ended up looking it up, and I found this article. Apparently they gave some honorable mentions too, and the honorable mentions were Arena Breakout, Call of Dragons, Marvel Snap, and Undawn. So
Ooh.
yeah, so at first I was thinking like, why did they choose Farlight 84? Like, were they not considering Arena Breakout? And then I started to think like, did Arena Breakout come out in like technically in like late 2022, and so it doesn't qualify or something? But like, no, they put it in the honorable mentions, which means they had it in mind and they gave it over to Farlight 84 anyway, which to me is very it's very surprising because I've played Farlight 84. It's a cool game, but it has kind of been like riddled in controversy, and it also had a lot of
That's what I
issues.
was that's what I was gonna like. That was one thing that I was wondering if they took into consideration. Like, despite the gameplay and like the technicalities of the game, like what about like all that BS drama behind it? It's kind of weird to shine a light on such a controversial game.
Yeah, and I actually I got a comment from someone, I think it was like maybe yesterday, saying that they used some website or whatever that had estimated like the amount of earnings that Farlight 84 had. I don't even know in what region, but it was like estimated like over 400K just this last month or something like that.
Oh
And
wow.
and then it was like, damn, and they're over here like stiffing one of their biggest content creators over like $2,000 that they've owed him for months. And yeah, it was just crazy to me that they chose this because it's a cool game, it's fun, but to me, Arena Breakout is just so much higher quality. The monetization is not that bad in Arena Breakout compared to Farlight 84, which is already going really hard into the monetization and things like that. And Arena Breakout's not riddled in controversy like this game is. I feel like every other month it's a new situation with Farlight 84, and honestly, I don't even know many people who are even playing this game. My entire feed, which is filled with both mobile gaming like community members and content creators, my entire feed is always like Arena Breakout, and then if Farlight 84 is ever mentioned, it's in a negative way. It's like in a negative light. So that's very surprising to me that Google Play chose this game.
Yeah, I remember when this game was like I had originally launched. I think I played with you and Spry, and Spry's
Mhm.
cracked. He's cracked. He's like a competitive esports player, and no matter
Yeah.
what game Sprite Up gets on, like he kills it, dude. I remember playing with him, and he was getting like 22 kills a game. Blood Strike, he's getting like 24, 25. Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale, he's getting like 30. Like, and he was really into this game, and he was trying to continuously get me to play this game, but there was just so much about it that I was just kind of like, you know what? It's just not really my type of game, but I can see this game being successful. And then the next thing I start hearing about this game is like net code issues that never got
Mm.
resolved. Then they got into like social media weirdness with like their like official social media pages, like posting like not safe for work
Yeah.
images of like pizza cat girl, you know, and it just got kind of weird. And then in our last podcast episode we talked about how, like you mentioned just now, about the competitive, the tournaments that they have. Like they promote these tournaments, they recruit people to play, they want people to participate, but they haven't paid anybody any of those
Mhm.
earnings. And up until now I don't think they've resolved any of that. The game may be fun, the game may be perfect for some people, but just considering that they're giving awards as best mobile, multiplayer game, I think Arena Breakout takes that. Arena Breakout has earned, um, as we covered in the last episode as well. Again, Arena Breakout won a bunch of awards for mobile, and I think Arena
Mhm.
Breakout, in my opinion, deserves all of the rewards, all the awards, especially over Farlight of all things. It's a very strange choice in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what really went into the thought process behind that. Actually I want to see something. It says they have 10 million downloads on Google Play. I want to see if Arena Breakout is above or below that. Cuz maybe that oh, it also has 10 million
Ooh.
plus. So, yeah, that's kind of yeah, I don't know. That's kind of crazy because Arena
And it's even
Breakout,
rated higher.
yeah, it is too. Actually, hold on, 421k reviews versus 420 as well. So they're very, very similarly matched. But yeah, Arena Breakout takes it for the actual Google Play like rating. So and again, like in social media and stuff like that, like Arena Breakout's public perception versus Farlight's. Arena Breakouts is significantly higher, and they don't have the same controversy and stuff as Farlight. So it's just I don't know. It's and even if you just look at the actual quality of the games, like Arena Breakout's so in depth, like with the whole attachment system and how tactical it is and things like that. And I don't know. It's just crazy that they saw this game as a runner up and they decided to give the game of the year award to another game that's just honestly just not as good. But
Looking at the screenshots of both games, it reminds me of how innovative and progressive Arena Breakout is for mobile. And then
mhm,
when you look at Farlight 84, it looks like every other like battle royale shovelware that gets tossed on mobile. Like it
yeah.
literally looks the same as everything else.
No, yeah, you're right. Like it might have some fun type of gameplay, but you're right. I feel like I've seen a bunch of BRs come and go that kind of look similar to this, and I don't really know what Farlight is doing that, type like kind of revolutionizes the genre or like kind of does something that's totally new and different. Whereas Arena Breakout is like known for that because it feels like a PC game in your pocket, and like the level of detail and intricacy is like unheard of for mobile games usually. But like this is it's like a PC game, like the inventory system, the attachment system, the in-game player economy and the graphics and like all that stuff. So yeah, it's just so weird that they chose this. I mean that they chose, yeah, Arena Breakout as the runner up. But I mean, like you said earlier though, it doesn't really matter too much because there are other websites and stuff that chose Arena Breakout. as the multiplayer game of the year for Android and iOS. And so yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Farlight 84 is not around next year though, because it's it's just kind of crazy. And I can definitely see Arena Breakout being around next year and just thriving as it has been and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had with this little topic here. It was just super surprising to me, and honestly, it was super surprising to my community. It had so many comments of oh yeah, big F, my friend. Tried it once, legit fell asleep 15 minutes into playing this game. I thought Arena Breakout was game of the year. Big F mid game. It's pretty good, but doesn't deserve mobile game of the year. Biggest L in the industry. Oh, a couple W's. Big W.
Big dub,
Mid.
mid.
It's not the best multiplayer, bro. Google Play be capping. Yeah, I agree. Did the developers pay
Did the
Google? Shoot,
developers
yo.
pay Google?
That's I don't
Seems
want to.
like it.
I don't want to say it, but I was wondering like, what if they didn't pay Icy because they used that 400K that they had to get this award and push them to the front
Hey, yo,
page.
I see. We know where your money went, bro.
But yeah, this was a trip, but it is what it is. It doesn't change the fact that Arena Breakout's like an amazing game. But yeah, did you have another topic that you wanted to move over to, bro?
Yeah, for sure. I got another one for you. Um, I was gonna say before we move away from the game awards and stuff like that. I was thinking, what if we do like a tier list before the end of the year of like the games that are out right now?
Oh, dude, yeah. I had been thinking of doing that like on my own, but I think it would be even better to do it like on the podcast or in a video, whatever it is. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do that because I was like, I feel like a lot of these places that are doing Game of the Year for mobile are kind of like out of touch, and they're choosing Hello Kitty or like Call of Dragons and fucking these weird ass games that like
Well,
half the community hasn't heard about. And yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, I think you should definitely do one of like your top games of the year, like basically like games of the year. But I was wondering like what would like a tier list, like where would games stack up? I think that we could do that. It would probably take, hopefully not too long, but I mean, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun.
That could probably be like the main thing that we do next episode. We could probably just go like basically both of us just do a tier list at the same time and put things where we think they deserve to be and stuff, and then the community can kind of comment on and say like, oh yeah, this this deserve this, or I think this game should be up here and stuff. Like that could probably be our next episode.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Hell yeah, I'm down. I'm down. We have to brainstorm, and it's like a website, right? You go to a website, you do like a little tier list thing.
Yeah, it has like the template and everything done. You just gotta put in a couple things in, but yeah, I've used it before, I think.
Cool. I'm down. One thing that well, another topic that I wanted to bring up today, I wanted to touch a little on a little game. It's a little independent game. I don't think too many people have ever heard of it or played about it, but I kind of want to bring it up to people. It's this little game called Fortnite. It's very very indie. It's so small.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of this tiny little game.
What did you say it was called?
But
Fork Night?
I think it's Forknigt, Fork Night, something like that. um, but no, seriously, Fortnite has kind of made like a big, like massive resurgence. They recently, in their last season, they brought back OG Fortnite, and that brought back like 100,000 simultaneous players. Like I think they even made an announcement that they broke. Oh, sorry, 100 million. Wow, they got 100 million
Damn.
players in the month of November just by bringing back OG Fortnite, like season one. They brought that back, and before this season ends, I guess they're gonna cap it off with a Eminem and Fortnite collaboration. So some people may have seen this, some people may have not, but Eminem is like one of the biggest like music artists of like our generation. He's been around since like the late 90s,
Mhm.
and he's still rapping up until today. He's considered one of the pinnacle rappers in the industry. A lot of people, reference him. They give him they give him credit, for pushing the genre. And some people love him, some people hate him, but nevertheless, Eminem is one of the most successful rappers in history. And he
Mhm.
is now getting his own Fortnite skin, which I feel like is kind of weird timing, but it is what it is. But here he is. He's gonna have like I think it's these three main skins. One is Rap Boy, the other one is Slim Shady, and then I think this one is called Eminem Nevermore, and I guess it's inspired by his most recent album where he was kind of referencing like Alfred Hitchcock like horror like themes or whatever. But
Oh.
he's gonna have these three skins, and I guess before the season ends, they're gonna have a major, I guess, Big Bang event, and they usually do that when they reset the season.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, and I believe that's gonna be happening. Let's see. The Big Bang event will be December 2nd at 2 p.m.
Oh, that's
So,
tomorrow.
yeah. And so, what's interesting, the whole reason why I even looked this up was because a couple people, like in Discord, were actually hitting me up and they were like, hey, since you don't have your mobile, like you should play some Fortnite, play some this, play some of that. And, someone pointed out to me, they sent me the pictures of Eminem, and I was like, wait, Eminem's in Fortnite? Like, that's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like, I love Eminem. And so I
Yeah.
looked it up, and I was this close to it. I was this close. It's very, very close to reinstalling Fortnite and buying the Eminem skin. But I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna hold the willpower and maybe not buy anything in Fortnite because I know that I'm not gonna be playing this game long term. But I
Yeah.
just think it's very interesting, seeing like this massive resurgence in Fortnite and one of the biggest content create or rappers, having an influence here. Pretty interesting to me. What do you think, Jab?
Yeah, like you said it, man. He's obviously one of the more iconic rappers, and definitely like during our time and our generation. I don't know about the newer kids and stuff, but yeah, it's dope to see him get his skin in there. And the Slim Shady one, that one I would buy that one. That one's dope. And yeah, it's damn, it's crazy the numbers that you were throwing out, the 100 million and all that stuff. It's crazy how Fortnite has like stayed relevant all these years. I remember getting hyped for it back when I was still in high school, and that was before it was a BR game too. It was like a co-op survival game back then. But yeah, it's crazy how those invincible skins look dope too. It's
Yeah. Did you ever get him?
no, I haven't even logged on in probably like a week and a half if I'm being honest. I've just been busy playing Warzone mobile, but I want to get the Omni Man one though, and I want to get that Slim Shady one too because that's dope. Yeah, those skins look
Yeah, they look
sick.
really, really cool. I saw some gameplay of somebody playing with Omni Man, and it looks, it looks kind of funny when you see Omni Man running around with like an AK-47. I'm like, this looks so weird.
That's what I thought with cuz one of the battle passes, I don't even know how long ago it's been, but it was Geralt from The Witcher, and it's so cuz I have the skin and it's so funny using him with like a shotgun cuz he's normally using fucking swords and shields and stuff, and here he is in Fortnite like battling Batman with a shotgun. Like it's so funny how all these characters look in the Fortnite universe. But yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely a sick collaboration that they got with Eminem. They've done other rappers before
If
too, right? They did Travis Scott, I know, and
Yeah, they had Travis Scott, and I guess the when the Travis Scott bundle or skin was available, I guess he was only available for like 2 days, so it was super limited. And people were wondering if this Eminem, event or collab was going to be, probably ending tomorrow. So only like a few
mm,
days too. But anything with Travis Scott is always like hype and hype beast related, and
yeah,
maybe that's why it was so limited. But yeah, I mean, there's the Eminem skin. I like the Slim Shady one just because that's like the iconic one to me. Whoa.
yeah, me too. I like that one.
Oh shoot. I don't know why the volume like automatically goes to maximum. Damn.
It's Elon,
If
man.
you, if you could choose a Fortnite skin or a Fortnite collab, what would you do? Like what would you want to see?
Um, I think one of them that was on my wish list that they already did was with Doom because I really wanted to play as like the Doom guy in Fortnite, and they did that, and that was like one of the times where I actually grinded out because I wanted to get like all the Doom related stuff. So that was definitely one. Now I would probably say Actually, I actually don't know if they've done it yet. They might have already done it, but Jujutsu Kaisen would be really cool. They might have already done it though. I might be saying something that they've already done, but yeah, that one would be cool. But that's pretty much all that comes to mind. Everything else they've already done. Like they've done Star Wars, they've done Dragon Ball, they've done The Witcher and God of War, Spider Man. Like they've done all that stuff. So those are all things that would be on my wish list, and they've already done it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm looking at man, I really don't know. I was looking at this one right here. They even got Stranger Things. I was gonna say like, how you can't think of any collabs that they haven't done. I think that's pretty impressive because Fortnite has kind of stayed pretty active with collabs and, trying to stay relevant and, introducing new reasons for players to hop back into the game. Um,
Yeah.
I saw that the game had freaking like Master Chief in it. I remember playing, they had Goku in it, Vegeta.
Yeah.
I think Frieza is in it. Like, dude, they have so much. I mean, the only thing at this point is they probably don't have any like Nintendo collabs, right? So they don't have like a Mario or like a
Oh.
Zelda, a Link or anything like that. That would be
Ye-
kind of cool.
Yeah, now that you say that, I would love a Link like
Ooh,
a
or
Zelda
Samus?
collab. Oh yeah, Samus too. Samus, yeah. I'd love to see like Twilight Princess Link holding like a AK-47. That would be so funny.
Yes. You know what? Maybe not. They're gonna ruin my childhood.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
his
speaking of,
oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
oh no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think the Zelda art style kind of would translate to Fortnite pretty easily because it's already kind of like a cell shaded like type of art style. So I think it would actually translate pretty easily, like visually at least.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I've always liked the Zelda, like the art style. They've always come up with some pretty good art styles, but I do want to see something more realistic. That'd be pretty cool. Something like Unreal Engine 5, you know what I mean? That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Did you see that Miyamoto announced they're going to be doing a live action Zelda movie?
I was about to mention that. That's I kind of wish they would have done animated like they did with Mario because that movie looked fantastic. But I don't know. I think I'm still excited for it because it's Zelda related. But yeah, I think that was kind of controversial. Like the being live action. Like who are they gonna pick for for Link and how are they gonna pull it off?
Yeah, and they got the director for freaking the Maze Runner movies, and I never considered watching the Maze Runner movies.
Oh my
So
god,
I
that
don't know.
Link. Yeah, I never watched them
It's
either.
gonna look just like this.
Oh
Oh God,
man.
man, I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, they
I
that
hope not.
live action is a very interesting choice. Yeah, they could have easily done a an animated one like the Mario movie that they just did that literally made like over $1 billion. So I don't know why they're doing live action.
Yeah, I think they want to go for maybe like like this example here, like Lord of the
Mm,
Rings. But I mean, Lord of the Rings, they had like a visionary director. He had like his own, like digital media, company. And
yeah.
dude, these movies took like damn near 10 years to film. And that's why they're done so well. Like the whole trilogy is done very well. The graphics were, industry like next level.
Yeah.
Um, but the guy from the Maze Runner movies, I watched like a small clip of the Maze Runner movies, and I'm like, oh god, the CG is so bad. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's gonna have to be like a lot of CG heavy things in a real life, Zelda movie because you've got like the Zora, the fish people, you've got like the Gorons, you've got even like Ganondorf, like he looks a particular way, like he doesn't look like the normal humans and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off where like visually it makes sense over something that could have easily been done animated because like we mentioned already, like the art style for it is already animated, so you might as well just do that. But I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it of course because it's Zelda and I love the franchise, but live action's an interesting choice. That reminds me too. They also separate company and all that, but they also announced that there's a live action Naruto movie being made.
Oh, I think I saw you and Ace talking about that. He said it's gonna be like another Dragon Ball. Was it Dragon Ball Legends or what was that movie called?
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh my
That
god,
movie was
dude.
so bad.
No. Dude, what do they do with that movie? Oh my god, bro. Is this Goku?
Yeah, that was
Is this
him.
Goku right here, bro?
That was him.
Oh my god.
And it's funny
Oh my
because
god. He looks like the typical 90s like bully.
uh-huh. And it's funny because Master Roshi, even when he was like first introduced, Master Roshi's mostly always been like an old guy, but then they just chose like a like early 40s like Asian dude. Like he looked nothing like Master Roshi. He wasn't bald, he didn't wear the turtle shell, he didn't have like the goatee or anything. Like nothing in the movie was accurate to like the source material. It's crazy.
That's crazy. It wasn't Dragon Ball Evolution like, but didn't it follow like some high school kids or something like that? Weren't they like all in high school or something?
Yeah, I think like Goku and him, like they were all in high school, and I can't quite remember, but he might have been getting bullied. I don't quite know. And then they just go looking for the Dragon Balls, I guess. The story definitely did not follow like the manga or anything like that. So they basically just took the inspiration from Dragon Ball and then just came up with a whole new story that didn't really make sense. And that's my audition
I was
for Naruto.
my audition. Sorry, bro. Every time I click on the clip, like the freaking volume explodes, and I don't know why. Like it doesn't just stay muted like I had it. This
Yeah.
is my homie just did the Triple H entrance.
Yeah, the live
Oh my
action
god, bro.
the live action Naruto one, I can actually see it working because I think there was an example in the search results that just popped up if you scroll all the way up. There's people like Naruto fans who have like experience, yeah, that one. They have experience with like CGI and stuff like that, and this is like this is one dude who has like a YouTube channel. And I've seen these videos before, and like you can see like it's actually pretty decent, like the effects and like all of the stuff that they do. Like yeah, like right there, like those type of effects, they look really really good and like really well translated from the anime. So like this I can imagine being a very successful live action adaptation because it's already been done by YouTubers, you know.
I remember they were doing these too with I think it was like Mortal Kombat. They were like fan made movie projects, and they were only like a couple minutes long, and they were like some very like well animated, well choreographed fight scenes. And then they made like, I guess because of hype or whatever, they made like that most recent Mortal Kombat movie, and
Yeah.
I thought it was decent. I think the martial arts genre, I think it's a like you said, these are good for live action. I think they translate well
Mhm.
because martial arts and stuff, there's so much that can be done, and there are so many like awesome choreographers that know how to make these fight scenes work. And then with like the CG and stuff, I think it would work. After watching the One Piece live action, I'm like, dude, like I'm in, bro. This could be really good. I just know that this is so popular and like fans adore Naruto. They don't want to see it get like ruined or bastardized.
Yeah.
But as I don't know, I think it could work. I think you're right, dude. It could definitely work.
Yeah, whoever these guys are that did these, I follow one of them on YouTube, but I'm forgetting the name right now. But they have to get them to work on the movie because they've literally already done like popular iconic scenes from Naruto. Like on this is literally just one guy doing it. Like he plays all the parts, and he builds the costumes on his own, and then he does everything in post with like CGI and stuff. So they got to
That's
get this guy.
crazy.
Yeah, they got to get the guys that made these type of videos. They have to get them onto the project because they did such a good job. Like all of this that you're showing, it looks so good.
That's dope. Well, we'll see how these movies turn out, I guess. In what,
Yeah.
like 3 years or however long they take to make.
That's the thing. I heard apparently that the live action Naruto got announced like 10 plus years ago, and then they just shelved the project. And I guess up until now they're like, okay, let's bring it back. But technically they announced this thing like 10 years ago, and yeah, I imagine it's probably gonna take them like 2-3 years to make, but we'll see how it turns out. But
Yeah, hell yeah.
I had another topic back to mobile gaming. The Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition comes out on mobile in, what is it, 13 days, so like 2 weeks basically. But
Ooh wee.
yeah, but the kicker though is that it's being published by Netflix. So my understanding is that Netflix has their, like, if you look at the mobile app of Netflix when you go on there, they have mobile games on there, and then it'll just take you to the Google Play Store to download and stuff like that. But they basically have mobile games on the Netflix app that you need a Netflix subscription to actually play. But the games are like, there's no in-app purchases. There's like it's basically like a premium game, and so you don't have to worry about, you know, buying anything or anything like that. It just comes with your subscription. And I guess they got the rights to this whole trilogy for the GTA games, and so now with your Netflix subscription, you can basically play these on Android or iOS. Um, the controversial thing though is it doesn't seem like they're making it so that these games can be bought like individually or separate from Netflix. So it seems like in order to play these on mobile, you're gonna have to pay a Netflix subscription, and of course, if you stop paying it, then you can't play these games anymore. So I could kind of see how it was a cool thing, because if you're already paying for Netflix, it's, you know, it's gonna be free for you. But at the same time, I've had a lot of people leave comments on my videos that I made about it, being like, there is no Netflix in my country, so how am I supposed to, you know, play these games? And then other people just being like, what happens when Netflix loses the rights, and you know, they don't have this on their catalog anymore? Like, do I just lose my game and stuff like that? So it's kind of a controversial thing that they're coming to Netflix. But what do you think about it, bro?
And this is the definitive edition, right? So it's like the old school games, or which GTAs are these exactly?
It's yeah, it's GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, but it's the I don't know if it's a remaster or remake, but it's the ones that came out like a year or two ago on all the new platforms. So like these released on PS5 and PC and all that, but they had like, they were completely remade like visually in Unreal
These were the
Engine.
ugly, crappy ones that everybody was upset about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, miss me with that, bro.
I, I was mentioning that in my video because I own the original trilogy on Android, and so I was just like, I showed like a very brief little thing where oh, I totally forgot. I'm not even sharing my screen with you. Um okay, go live. Yeah, and so I actually showed like a quick little clip. I can actually pull it up in my on my channel, where it's like the same exact scene, but it's the Android version from literally like 10 plus years ago, and then it's the remade one that was running on on Nintendo Switch. And the reason why I showed the Nintendo Switch version is because I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to end up getting, and like on mobile, and it does not look good at all. Like it's a massive downgrade. Like, go ahead and play it real quick. So this is the Nintendo Switch version. This is like a funeral scene or whatever that they have. And sorry about that. And I went ahead and showed like how it looks on Nintendo Switch, and then this is the original. Obviously the original looks dated, but it's still, to me at least, looks better than what the Nintendo Switch version of this same game looks like. Like, as you can see,
Whoa,
there's
what
no,
the hell?
yeah, there's no
There's no
detail.
lighting.
There's no lighting, there's no detail or anything like that. And it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy how bad these like remakes or whatever they called them. It's crazy how bad they were. And yeah, I don't know. I don't even think they've showed gameplay yet either of these mobile Netflix games or whatever. So I'm assuming that we're gonna get a pretty janky product, because the games, they were updated by Rockstar, but they were never like truly fixed. So they still kind of look ugly, and it was a bad remake. It was a bad, or remaster, whatever they want to call it. But I mean, if you already have Netflix, I guess, you know, I guess you can play it if you want. If you don't, you you can still buy the originals. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you can buy the originals for like $5 on Google Play. So you know, in my opinion, it's probably better that you go get those ones. But in
Yeah.
other in other GTA news, though, I guess in better news, GTA 6 trailer comes out in 4 days.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I can't wait.
This honestly, I think this is probably gonna. I think this is gonna end up being probably like the most watched game trailer like in history. What do you think?
I think so too. There's just too much hype. And
Yeah.
it's become a meme at this point of GTA release date and when are we gonna get it? You know, people have had kids before GTA 6 released, and there's people have been talking about GTA 6 for the past 4 or 5 years, something like that. And
Hmm.
there's a lot of hype. There's so much hype for this. I can't wait to see what they got to offer, especially because they've been so secretive and they've been like striking channels for anybody that's been like uploading leaks or whatever. Like they've been taking it. I think they arrested a dude too for
Damn.
leaking for leaking GTA like source code and stuff. Um this is huge. It's gonna be the biggest game of probably it's gonna be huge. Just like GTA 5, people start playing it like 10 years later or whatever it's been.
Yeah.
GTA 6 is gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, dude, I remember getting GTA 5 on the PS3 and I was still in high school. Like I got it for my birthday, I think. So
That's how long it's been,
it's
dude.
been yeah, it's been like 10 years basically since that game has been the newest GTA game. You know what was so funny? I was thinking like imagine like the troll and imagine how upset the community would be if this whole announcement like hyping it up was for like a spin-off GTA mobile game.
No.
like
No.
the situation with the Diablo when they announced Diablo Immortal at BlizzCon or whatever it was, and
Oh my god, people were
they were so mad that everyone was expecting Diablo 4, and they're like, "We have no plans to bring this to PC. This is a mobile game." And they're like, "Is this a joke?" Like, but
yeah.
no, yeah, this game, man, this is gonna be probably the biggest game ever. Like in terms of the views that this trailer is gonna get, in terms of the money that they're gonna make that first weekend when they release. Um, I'm excited for it. It sucks because the game enthusiast in me is like super excited to play it, but it doesn't really relate to like my content creator stuff, so I can't really see myself making content on it because and this is probably going to be PC, PS5, Xbox Series only, and it's not going to be on mobile. It's not going to be or anything like that. So it doesn't really blend in with what I do on my channel, but I'm still excited for it nonetheless because this is definitely going to be one of the biggest games ever.
Yeah, bro. This is gonna be huge, dude. And they say it's trailer one, so I'm guessing trailer two will probably be right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm wondering like if they're releasing this trailer one now in December. Like, what do you think is the timeline for like when it'll release? Like, do you think it's still going to release like 2024? Or do you think that they they might still not release it until like maybe 2025?
That's a good question. I mean, typically, don't these games tend to release like during? I don't even know when is like the GTA release window? Is it always like the end of summer, or is it more like holiday season? 'Cause I don't remember
So
it ever. Oh, end of summer.
yeah, so GTA 5 released in September of 2013. Damn, it's been 10 years, dude. Um, so maybe that's when they'll be aiming for September or like around the end of the summer, end of the year ish of 2024. But then you also have to remember
Yeah,
too,
because
though, a lot of games have been getting delayed. Like even console or PC games, a lot of them have been delayed for a few months. So
yeah. Yeah, I just don't ever remember like having to decide on whether to buy GTA or Call of Duty. And I think it's always because GTA has always kind of like had release windows to themselves. So they're not, you know, competing with anybody and it's like all eyes on GTA.
yeah, Red Dead. Oh yeah, Red Dead has like a totally different like release window, like May. So it seems like the GTA one is usually towards the end of summer, end of or beginning of autumn. So maybe that's when they'll drop this game in 2024. I'm excited for it, but yeah, I just wish I don't I, as a mobile specific content creator, I wish some of these games that I get excited for,
Right.
I wish I could somehow implement them into my content, but I know that most people that are watching my videos don't have access to these platforms to even play these games, so kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I'll still
Yeah,
enjoy it
no,
like
I
in my
feel
free
it.
time. But
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's dope. Can't wait.
yeah. Did you have another topic you wanted to cover or
Let me see. I probably got maybe one more in me.
for sure, for sure.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me pick. Well, let's see. Man, out of all of these, okay. Well, I guess I'll do this one real quick,
Mhm.
and because let's see. Well, let me share my window. Sorry. I'll do this one real quick, but then I'll get to the one that I really want to talk about.
For sure.
Let me see. I forgot how to share window. I almost shared my camera. You're about to get a sneak peek of my forehead.
Oh, that reminds me. I was like I was thinking like eventually we could probably do that. We could probably like do the podcast with video on. Like obviously I would have to do a face reveal, but I would be down to do that in the future. It would
Yeah,
probably
hell yeah, dude.
it would probably be like visually better for the audience too to just be able to see us instead of like
Maybe.
we just drop in
I
views
don't know
like
about me. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe they don't want to see me. I don't know, man.
they're like
Maybe people be
go back to
yeah.
the previous format.
They're gonna be like, hey man, y'all ugly as hell, bruh. Nah, no way, no way. I know we're both handsome guys. I know some of you guys have seen our faces and some of you guys have not. And the reality is that we're both actually pretty damn handsome. I just
Absolutely.
choose not to show my face because I like the anonymity. I like, I don't want to be. I don't care to be recognized. I don't like. It's not. That's not for me. That's not been my. That's not been like my thing. I'm not a camera guy. I don't know Jab's reasons. Maybe he's too handsome and he doesn't want to ruin your guys' like love relationships and stuff.
I actually I think when I originally started it, it was because like YouTube, it was just because I didn't have like the means to make my videos with a camera, I guess. Like I didn't have like a webcam or anything like that. And then also the other reason was because I had a very like I guess like public job. Like I worked for a college, so I didn't want to I don't know, like get recognized, I guess, or like people find out who I was and then mess with my employer or whatever. But now at this point, now it's just like I'm lazy. Like I could easily buy a webcam and do it, but the thought of setting it up and like all that stuff is just it's so annoying. But I know that it would probably really help my content and like personalize my channel and stuff. So it's for sure something that I'm gonna do pretty soon. But at this
Yeah.
point, it's just pure laziness. But yeah, I've never been a camera dude either. I've always been the dude behind the camera. But I mean, you got to do what you
I
got to
mean,
do,
there's
right?
pros and cons to it. Pros and
Yeah.
cons to it. I will say though that it seems to be like the people that have, like that are comfortable with the camera, and they have like a more, I guess, like intimate, I guess, presence like that. It kind of tends to, it tends to generate with more people because they see
Mm,
the face and they connect it, and then also brands and like companies that want to work with you because they're like, hey, you're marketable, and since you have a
yeah.
camera, you can show our product, which that some brands they like that and stuff.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna mention that. Like I know channels that do similar content to us that are like way smaller than us. They show themselves on their videos or on their streams, and I see them getting these like crazy opportunities all the time. And meanwhile, a lot of the channels that are faceless and they don't have them, you don't really see them too many times doing these like sponsored things or getting picked up by agencies unless they're like huge, like Parker the Slayer or something like that, you know? So
right.
yeah, I could definitely see like there being a massive advantage to having a face cam and your personality and all that. But anyway, you had a cool topic to talk about. I can see it right here. I'm excited for
Yeah. I mean, this is I. It's the newest Red Magic phone, the Red Magic 9. I guess the Pro, I don't know, I'm assuming it's the full line, will be
Yeah.
available December 18th, which is in 16 days. So for anyone out there that is interested in gaming phones, these phones here are like super tailored for like mobile gaming. They have, for example, this model here will have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is, I guess, will be one of the first phones in the US or globally, I guess, that is going to be using this like newest chipset.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the other interesting things about this phone that is it's going to include a 6500 milliamp uh, dual cell battery, which is a huge battery because I think I read that the iPhone 15, which is like the newest one, has like a 4400 milliamp hour battery, and this one is like 1500 more than that. So it's a very, very like super decked out, um, tailored gaming phone,
Yeah.
and some people may know, anyone that follows me knows that I my phone is like dying. I have a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. I've had it for like 3 years. Basically like when the phone launched, and type my C port is not accepting anything. So anything that I plug into my phone, it just constantly says device not supported, device not supported. Sometimes it says that there's water. They don't say that it
Oh
detects
no.
moisture. And I'm like, dude, my port is ruined. Like I can't do anything with it. Like my phone has full functionality. I can wirelessly charge. Luckily for that, my wife ordered me a wireless charge on Amazon. It was super cheap, like $15, and it's been keeping my phone alive. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I always have it in the back of my mind, like someday I'm gonna have to upgrade to a new phone. And
Yeah.
I've been looking at like these gaming phones, and I don't know if I'll necessarily get this one. I'm gonna try to get mine fixed, maybe even try to fix it myself. Maybe I'll record that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this is the newest one, and yeah. What do you think, Jab? You think this is like a significant upgrade? Have you had a chance to read up on these stats for these phones?
Yeah, I've been looking into it because I have the Red Magic 8 Pro, so I have the one that came out before this one. And it's a fantastic phone. Like I did a little mini review on it on our first episode of the podcast. And back then I did kind of give it some flack for certain things, like just as a phone, like using it daily as like an actual phone, not for gaming. Um but realistically, it's a fantastic phone. I'm using it as my main phone now, and I have no problems. I use it to edit, I use it to play games, text, social media, all that stuff. And it's a fantastic phone. So this one is obviously looking really, really good because there are some notable improvements compared to the one that I have right now. Um, like right there, the 80-watt fast charging. My model has 65 watts, so this one is going to charge just a little bit faster. Um, this model that I have already charges from 0 to 100% in like 38 minutes. So it's already incredibly fast.
Damn.
So yeah, so I imagine with that 80-watt charging, it's probably going to be closer to like 30 minutes. And then they mention improved cameras and the new camera design. That's another thing. The Red Magic 8 Pro, the cameras are like standard cameras, like they pop out of the back of the phone. But this one, they're actually inside of the phone itself, so the back is completely flat. So that's gonna be pretty
Right.
cool
There's no
too.
hump.
Yeah, there's no bump, there's no like anything protruding, nothing like that. It's just flat. So that's gonna be really cool too. And then besides that, it's just the general, like it has the newest chipset. Um and I think the only thing that technically got downgraded is, I believe, the base model is only gonna have 8 gigs of RAM instead of 12, which my model is the base one and it has 12. But I mean, these phones are so powerful that you don't even really need that much RAM anyway, because the phone itself is just so damn powerful. But yeah, this is going to be a fantastic phone. There are a few things that make it so that I'm probably not going to upgrade to this one, because the one I have right now is still fantastic and it's still going to be great for at least the next year or two. But for anyone who's looking for a phone like you, AB, like this is for sure something that I would probably keep in mind, especially because I'm pretty sure, unless they increase the base model price, these come out at like $600 or like $650. So they're definitely cheap compared to other flagships. Like I think both iPhone and Samsung's, like the base models start at like 700. So for what you're getting with these phones, all the gaming centric features and the performance and all that, like they're very much worth the money.
Yeah, thank you for giving me your your thoughts on these because yeah, you do have the current model, the 8S, and it's a beautiful phone, man. And I remember even back then when you were doing the reviews for it, I was like, man, like I'm kind of like in need of a phone, or I know that I'll need to upgrade soon, and this might be like an actual like a logical choice. The decently priced 650. I think I was looking at the prices. I don't remember exactly where I seen them, but I think someone was like leaking prices for the new 9, the 9 Pro. And I think you're right. I think it was like 700, and I think the top model or the premium model was like $800. So
Mm,
still cheaper than like an iPhone 15, still cheaper than whatever Samsung's flagship model is. It's fairly priced, and the only features that you're probably not gonna it's probably not gonna have like the best camera, probably not gonna have like some of those other features that like Samsung offers you, iOS offers you. But
yeah,
as a gaming device, like these have like the next generation everything. So pretty impressive
yeah.
device, and I'll keep my eye on it, and let's see if I can save my little Samsung Galaxy S20.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you too. I was gonna say like how do you even have a phone right now? Because I was like, how are you charging it if the USB-C port doesn't work? But I totally forgot that those phones have a wireless charging.
Oh, and glad you mentioned it. I guess the other the Red Magic phones do not have wireless charging, correct?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like mentioning for there's like a few things that you kind of sacrifice when you get one of these phones. Um that's one of them. There's no well, at least in the previous ones there's no wireless charging. I don't know if they changed that with the Red Magic 9, but there's no wireless charging. Um there's no waterproof like rating or whatever because they have that intake and the outtake for the fan, so you can't waterproof it. There are like little mesh protectors that you can buy on Amazon that you can put it over if you don't use the fan and stuff like that, but there isn't an actual waterproof rating, so that does bother some people. And then like you mentioned, the cameras, obviously it's a gaming phone, they don't really focus on the quality of the cameras and stuff, so the camera quality is like I would say the main shooter, the main sensor, it's good. It's fine. But it's the other ones that suck. It's the wide angle and the macro and the selfie one. Those ones are all really bad quality. Um the selfie one has an explanation though, and it's because it's an under display one. They're using the same I don't know if it's the same sensor, but they're using the same concept with the Red Magic 9 Pro where there is no notch, there is no like cutout or anything like that for the selfie camera because it's actually under the display. So you do get like an uninterrupted, screen. Like there's no ugly notch or anything like that. But the downside is the camera quality does take a pretty massive hit. But it's all about like, what you value. Like obviously there's a bunch of advantages too. You saw the battery, it's literally like double the capacity of iPhones. Like the iPhone that I had, the iPhone 14, had a 3000 milliamp battery, and the Red Magic,
Damn.
yeah, the Red Magic 9 Pro has a 6500 milliamp battery. So it literally has twice the battery that the iPhone has, and it charges like 3 times faster. So you can imagine just like you basically never have to worry about your battery life. And it's things like that really make the phones worth it. The obviously the 120 hertz 6.8-inch screen, it makes games look beautiful, and they just run fantastic. The triggers, dude, that's one thing that I wanted to mention to you. The little adaptive triggers that the phones have, it literally makes it kind of feel like you're
Uh-huh.
cheating. It makes it feel like you're cheating because it kind of feels like you're playing with a controller. Like I you can map them so that like the left trigger is to aim and the right trigger is to shoot, and now all of a sudden when you're playing it kind of makes you like a better player because you don't have to worry about doing like 3 finger claw or 4 finger claw or things like that. So that's another like super underrated feature. I see a lot of streamers and stuff that have the Red Magic and they don't use them for some reason. Like they don't use the triggers, and I'm always like, dude, like they literally, like, to me at least, they make me like a better player. Like in games like COD Mobile and stuff, like I am infinitely way better with those triggers than I am using just pure touch controls. And yeah, there's a bunch of other cool features. Obviously, I just uploaded a video like an hour ago about Warzone Mobile on the Red Magic 8 Pro. It has like a console mode, so when you plug in a USB-C to HDMI cable or adapter and you press the little Red Magic switch that's on the side of the phone, it boots into this like console like UI, and you can control it with like a wireless controller. You can play your games. Your games, one important thing is your games will boot in 16:9 aspect ratio, so it's the same aspect ratio as like a console or PC, so it perfectly fits your screen. You don't have those annoying black bars on the top or on the bottom. And yeah, it's just there are some downsides to these phones, but I think the upsides are way more important and make it way more worth the money, versus some of the little things that you kind of have to give up, like wireless charging. Oh, AB's muted, guys. So
Sorry, I used the keybind to mute my mic and then I didn't. I couldn't unmute it.
I thought like your dogs were like attacking you or something, and you're just like muting it so that you wouldn't.
No, my heater, my central heat kicked off, and I'm kind of near one of the vents, so I see my mic triggering, and I'm like, uh-oh, is it picking up in the back? So I tried muting my mic while you were talking, and then I
Oh,
couldn't
gotcha.
unmute it.
Gotcha,
Well,
gotcha.
it
But
looks like it's working now.
but um, but yeah, man. I think
Yeah,
if
but
if you
I
do
saw your video. I saw your Red Magic video. You're playing on TV on your big monitor. It was pretty cool, dude. I saw that. That was impressive.
Yeah, and it's like the features that the Red Magic phone has. You can use a mouse and keyboard, or like even if a game doesn't support controllers, you can use the Red Magic software to bind the touch controls to your game, your controllers, buttons. And or same thing with mouse and keyboard. Like if they don't support mouse and keyboard, you can still bind those touch controls to certain keys and stuff. And you can basically just use your phone like a PC. You dock it, you plug it to your monitor, you plug it to your controller, your mouse and keyboard, and then you just play with like a monitor and stuff. I'll go ahead and share my screen real quick just so I can show it like in action in my video. But it
Yeah, I thought this was super impressive, dude.
yeah, dude, I didn't even know if it was gonna work. Like I just had the idea, and then I was like, let me just like hook it up and let me see if it does work the way that I think it's gonna work. And then if it does, I'll make a video on it. And it worked even better than I thought it was, because I thought it was just gonna like mirror my screen on my phone to the monitor, but it goes beyond that. It fits the game perfectly in the correct aspect ratio and everything like that. The controller, there was like no noticeable delay for me or anything. Any delay that you see is probably just the VPN, because I am playing on the Australian servers and stuff. But basically, like, this worked. It felt like I was playing like MW2 like on the PS4 or something, like it felt very similar. Obviously the graphics don't quite match up, but that's because the game's not fully released yet and stuff. But overall it worked fantastic. Like there was no noticeable controller delay. It looked great on the screen, 16:9 aspect ratio, 60 FPS. And it's definitely a way that I'm probably not gonna play Warzone Mobile all the time like this, but it is really really dope to know that like at any time that I want to, I could connect this to my big ass living room TV and play like that if I really wanted to. And yeah,
Right.
it's
And
just
there's no PC involved, right? It's all natively through the phone.
it's
Because all you need
literally,
is just the phone, right?
yeah, literally you can see on my desk there's nothing, no PC, no anything, no console or anything there. It's literally just my phone plugged into the dock, and then the dock has a charger and it has the HDMI cable plugged into the monitor, and that's it. And then the controller is wirelessly paired via Bluetooth to my phone. So everything is running entirely on the phone. And
Yeah,
and
that's
this
super impressive, man.
Yeah, and this is not the only this is not like the only game that you could play. Basically any game that has controller support, you can play it like this. And then like I mentioned, the Red Magic software itself allows you to basically pair controller or mouse and keyboard controls to games that don't natively support it. So technically I could really play any game like this if I really wanted to. I probably won't, just because I like to
You should
play.
make a follow-up video on how to do this, how to set it up.
Yeah, it's something that's super interesting to me. And again, I didn't even know if it was gonna work, but then just seeing it in action, I was kind of just like, damn, there's like so many possibilities with this now. Um, and yeah, because this is how it started off. I just paired my controller to my phone, and then I just wanted to test out the controller support. And so I'm just playing the game on my phone itself, and it worked great. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, wait, what if I plug it into my monitor? Like, would it actually work? And then that's when I found out that you have this console like UI that I showcase here, and you control this with the controller. So I can just like, go and choose whatever game it is that I want to open up and stuff. And so it's just an awesome thing that if you were considering the red magic, like this is something that you can kind of look forward to. Like you can basically kind of like a Nintendo Switch, you can dock, the red magic, and you can basically play it like a console.
That's so cool, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, so but yeah,
Nice, dude.
that's pretty much all the topics that I had today, bro. I don't want to keep you too long. I know you gotta stream. It's one of the few times that you have to stream, so
Yeah, I mean, no worries, dude. I just don't, I ain't sweating it, but I know there might be a couple people out there, Ace, that might be trying to sweat me.
oh yeah, dude.
I mean, I just want to, if you don't have any more, can I just finish with one topic, like one real quick one? I just
No,
want to
yeah,
show it because I'm
yeah, yeah.
excited.
For sure, dude.
Okay. Just because I'm excited, man. I am a pretty big wrestling fan, and
Oh yeah.
recently one of the biggest returns to WWE just happened. Let me share this real quick, and I won't take up too much of your time, broski. But yes, freaking CM Punk has returned to WWE.
Oh, he still has the song
The
too.
man himself, dude. Dude, he has the same. I don't know it's gonna get copyright claim because it's like an actual like rock band song.
Mm-hmm.
But when that music hits, bro, that little like guitar lick at the beginning, everybody knows what that is. That is the
Yeah.
Cult of Personality by Living Color. It is CM Punk's walkout theme, and CM Punk is back. He's officially back to WWE. We are not sure to what extent. We don't know who his matchups are going to be exactly. He just kind of like showed up. This this pay per view was at Chicago. And anytime that WWE has like any kind of
Oh.
event or like show in Chicago, which is where he's from,
Mm-hmm.
the fans always chant for CM Punk, CM Punk. And of course, for the last 10 years, he wasn't available, so he never showed up. But never say never because CM Punk is officially back. He it's kind of funny because his big return to wrestling was actually AEW about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was in AEW for a little bit. He had a nice little run. He had some matchups against Darby Allin and some of the big talent there. But it looks like in the past, I don't know, like 3 months or whatever it was, he had a huge falling out with other wrestlers, and especially with the president of the company, Tony Khan. I guess he kind of put him at risk or in danger. I guess it was like a big argument or whatever. And Tony Khan said, "Enough is enough, CM Punk. We're just gonna let you go." And there were rumors that CM Punk might return to WWE because they were like, "Hey, you know what? He kind of proved himself. He can still wrestle. He still has the stage presence. People obviously love him. They want him on their on their platform,
Mm-hmm.
and they got him." Triple H somehow did it. He worked his magic, and a lot of people credit Triple H for being like a good businessman and a wrestler's businessman, and people are excited. There's reactions of from people freaking out. There's a couple here that I want to show you.
What? Yes, he is. Oh, what? Get the fuck out! No way! Out of here.
Dude, that's probably how my brother reacted because he loves CM Punk.
Is he here?
Like, yeah, it was just crazy. It's a super big moment for WWE, especially for the CM Punk fans.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't know that
I didn't
this
get to
was in
watch it live.
I didn't know that this was in Chicago. That was probably crazy for the crowd to experience.
Yeah, they said the pop was enormous. It was huge because every time, no matter what, they always cheer for CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
And CM Punk's name was kind of like Voldemort. He was the person that you do not speak of because WWE had such a big falling out with them, and
Yeah.
they don't want to promote anybody that is not within their company. Some wrestlers they go to other companies or they have their own endeavors, whether that be Twitch streaming or they start an OnlyFans. They do not promote any, but they don't mention you once you're done.
Yeah.
And CM Punk was, he was that guy. People love him. He carried WWE through the PG era. That was when like The Rock was making movies, John Cena was making movies, Brock Lesnar was a champion, but he only wrestled like twice a year or whatever. And
Yeah.
CM Punk held it down. He held it down for the fans. He's the longest running title holder in WWE. He held the title for over 400 and something days, and Roman Reigns currently is at like 360 something like that. So the
Dang.
big rumor is that I'll stop sharing this one here. The big rumor is that the everything is in the lead. Hopefully, if all goes to the way the fans want, or I guess storytelling, should lead to a Roman Reigns CM Punk feud.
Oh,
But
for sure. For sure.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited for it. I don't really care for Roman Reigns, but he's kind of been like carrying WWE the last couple years. And because everybody just comes and goes, John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, they're just filler. They come in to get the fans excited for nostalgia, but Roman Reigns is there day in day out. He holds the show down. Um,
Yeah, it's crazy because
but
I remember when they first brought him in with the whole like shield thing. I never would have guessed that he would have been like the main guy in like a few years after that.
Yeah, he's definitely like the face of WWE at the moment. They love him. They love this guy, dude. He's just a hard worker, and he's there for like every pay-per-view, every whatever storyline they got going on, he's there, and I guess girls like him. I don't know, whatever, dude. I don't see it. I don't know, man. Big muscles, long luscious hair. I don't see it, dude.
Yeah, he's like a 6 out of 10 for me, man.
Bro, he's so mid, freaking beta. What a beta male.
Oh yeah, that's super
The
interesting
real
though,
hunk is
man.
this guy.
Oh, dude,
This
that
is the real hunk right here, bro.
hell yeah! Look at that shiny
That's
head.
that man, Paul Heyman right here, bro. Bro, easy. This is the one that you breed right here. You breed this one, not this one.
My God. Oh yeah, man. The W even though I don't watch really anymore, the WWE returns always get me. I remember when they had did the this is like years and years and years ago, but I remember when they did the Chris Jericho return when they were doing like the it was like weekly teasers and they were all like very mysterious and stuff, and then out of nowhere he came back with like the light up jacket and he did his little stance and it was pitch black in the arena,
Oh
and that
yeah.
was such a cool return. And then like when they brought back Edge and when they would bring people back for like the Royal Rumble and stuff, like it's always so cool to see them do the returns and stuff. And CM Punk, I thought he was done with WWE after everything that happened all those years ago, but it's cool to see him back. It's cool to see him. I saw that little clip. I guess like he was like, I'm here to make money, I'm not here to make friends or something like that. And
Right. That was like yeah, when he walked out, that was like the only thing that he said when the camera got in his face.
that
Yeah.
was funny. It instantly reminded me of like how sassy he was back in the day when he was like when he took the WWE title with him like on his last day there or whatever. Um, yeah, he was always so great on the mic and on everything. Oh, cat, what's up?
Yeah.
My
Oh,
cat.
that's your new kitten?
Yeah, she just stuck her entire head into my cup of water. She was like trying to
Might
get
be a
like
sign she's
a
thirsty.
yeah, she was, and she has her bowls right there, and she just like she wants our food or she wants like our water or whatever. She's a trip.
She's just mimicking what she sees. She's like, well, if they're drinking out of there, that's what I'm gonna drink out of.
Yeah, yeah, that's super exciting that he's back.
Um, but yeah, dude, I just kind of wanted to touch on that because this is beyond mobile gaming, and we're gonna touch on a bunch of other cultural pop references, gaming, wrestling, movies, anime, all that, sci-fi, aliens, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about, man. We get together and we chit chat and we talk about interesting stuff. And yeah, man, that's it for me,
Yeah.
dude.
This reminds me of an idea that I had like way back, like probably 10 years, because I used to play the WWE games all the time. And I was like, what if they just made like a free to play WWE multiplayer game where it like if it like it's the normal WWE, like games and stuff, but basically instead of doing yearly like WWE 23 and then 2K22 or whatever it is, like they just have one that they keep updating and keep evolving and stuff. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, imagine if they would have made a game like that on mobile and they just keep updating it with like the new wrestlers, or like if a wrestler changes their look or gets a new signature move or whatever, then they update it with that and stuff. And like I would play the hell out of that game. Like I would play a game like that like all day. Like I would be going on there like trying to be like the top wrestler or whatever in a game like that. But I think the only ones they've ever done
And
have been kind of like they've been kind of whack, if I'm being honest, on mobile at least. But
yeah, I think the last like big wrestling games that like WWE have tried to make, they switched stuff from like the realistic like grappling and realistic graphics and trying to get the physics and everything like proper. I think
mhm.
I've been kind of out of touch, but I think the last wrestling game that I saw from WWE was like kind of like arcadey and almost like, you know how there's like Madden NFL
Oh
football, and
yeah,
then there's like NFL Blitz where it's like super arcadey.
yeah.
They kind of started doing like the Blitz style where like the wrestlers catch on fire, they jump like 2 stories high and body slam somebody through the ring. Like they've gotten super arcadey. I don't know if they're still doing that, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I guess they're trying
I'm
something.
I'm looking at it right now. It's on Switch. It's called WWE 2K Battlegrounds. And literally on the cover, like Stone Cold Steve Austin's fist has thunder around it, and then The Rock's has fire over it. Oh, this is only $8. I'm probably gonna buy this right now after the stream's done. It's probably worth $8. But yeah, I just
I
wish
mean, yeah.
I wish they would just like because I used to play uh SmackDown versus Raw 2011, and then WWE 12, 13, 14, and then 2K15. Those were the ones that me and my brothers and my cousins played like a bunch of. And back then I literally, because I was that was around the time that I also started playing mobile games, and I remember having the idea of being like, what if they just made a game like this, but instead of releasing a new one every year, just have one persistent one that keeps getting updated with all the new stuff and have it on mobile. And yeah, I think personally it would probably be pretty big, but who knows, man. At least we have this game with
That's a multi-billion dollar idea, bro. You're too
yeah.
smart. That's too good of an idea. They won't do it.
Seriously. They're for some reason some of these companies, man, they sit on these gold mines for some reason. But yeah, that's pretty much all the topics we have for you guys here today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. And if you guys have anything that you want to hear us talk about in the next one, then be sure to leave a comment down below if you actually made it this far into the podcast. But that's it from me.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, I think because
I'm sure the watch time on these videos is like all the way through an hour plus every
dude,
minimum.
I'm telling you, I get comments of people being like, "This was funny," and then it's like 54 minutes, like they timestamp it like 54 minutes into the thing, whatever, and I'm like, "Damn, they actually listened to the whole thing." But but yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. AB, you want to give your little outro?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, the Beyond Mobile Gaming podcast. And huge shout out to Jaboozle. Thank you so much, broski. It's always a pleasure recording this with you. And thank you for all the delving into your knowledge and letting us know more information. You're super knowledgeable, bro. I love talking these topics with you and all that. And yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying them. And if you haven't, if you're watching this on Jaboozle's channel, you make sure to like it up, subscribe to Jab. He's on the road to 5K subs. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and support.
Yeah, I appreciate you, AB. Appreciate all the nice things you said. And yeah, if you guys are watching this on my channel, please make sure to go and check out AB's and subscribe to him. He makes awesome content, and we make these podcast episodes basically like every 2 weeks and stuff. So yeah, but that's it from us, guys. See you guys later.
Peace.